what actually is it? So a lot of you take it supplementally. Maybe you've heard of it in relationship to detox, or maybe you've heard of it in relationship to inflammation. But what glutathione is it is a combination, it's called a tripeptide, a combination of 3 amino acids. So we got amino acids, which are derived from proteins. But in particular, this is composed of cysteine. Sometimes we see the term L-cysteine, and sometimes there's actually a supplement called NAC, if you've heard of NAC, N-acetylcysteine, right? So cysteine being one of the building blocks, the amino acid glycine, as well as the amino acid glutamine, and technically it's actually glutamic acid, but glutamic acid converts into glutamine to help build glutathione itself. So it's composed of these 3 amino acids. So think about that in terms of your diet. If your diet is low protein, if you're not getting enough of these essential nutrients or enough of these key amino acids, then it could put a dampering effect on your body's ability to generate glutathione. Now, what is glutathione? It is the most abundant free radical scavenger. It's in all your cells. Every one of your cells has glutathione. And so why do we need it? What is a free radical scavenger? Well, if you've ever heard that term, kind of imagine a teeter-totter here, and on one end you have free radicals, on the other end you have antioxidants, and there should be a decent balance between these two things. Free radicals are a normal part of body function. We generate free radicals during normal biochemical processes. We can also generate more free radicals if we have certain behaviors. For example, aggressive exercise generates free radicals, smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, excessive stress, right? So general life and life experiences generates damage. Our antioxidant system is designed to help to offset or repair that damage. So think of this as like a nice balance between the two. If our free radicals outweigh our antioxidants, we end up aging at an accelerated pace. Our DNA becomes damaged more readily. It increases the risk for certain types of diseases. But if these two are relatively balanced, again, we're going to age gracefully. And that's why glutathione is so important. It's the most abundant antioxidant, free radical scavenger that we make, and it's most powerful. So very, very important that we have it. If we look at some of the functions of glutathione, again, being a little bit redundant here, but it protects the body from oxidative stress as a master antioxidant. It also helps to recycle vitamins. It helps recycle vitamin C and vitamin E. These are also antioxidants as well. It aids the liver in its ability or capacity to detoxify. It also supports the kidney and the GI tract's ability to eliminate toxins. So again, coming back to toxin removal being a very important job here. But it also aids the immune system. Research has shown that glutathione actually helps in the production of a type of immune cell called a T cell. It helps them work more effectively and more efficiently. It also helps to increase the level of something called natural killer cells, NK, that's natural killer. These are the types of cells that help us fight cancer, right? So glutathione, very important in that regard. It also supports sports performance by supporting the ability for us to make nitric oxide. Remember this substance, nitric oxide, is a very powerful vasodilator. It dilates blood vessels, thus increasing oxygen and nutrients to our tissues. In this case, with exercise, it's very important for the muscle. If the muscle doesn't get enough oxygen or nutrients, it's going to wear out quicker, and our sports performance is going to be reduced. So again, these are some of the major functions of glutathione. Now, let's bring up a nice image for you. And those of you who are looking to look at these images in a more high-resolution fashion, if you'd like to do that, in our comments below, we'll put a link to all of these images so that you can download them and go through them at your leisure. So know that those are there in the comment section. But if you look here, glutathione, okay, at the central core here, you can see glutamine, cysteine, and glycine. Okay, glutamine turns into glutamate, cysteine turns into L-cysteine, glycine comes in, so all three together combine to form GSH. GSH is glutathione in a nutshell. It's glutathione that is what we would call reduced. Reduced not as in small amounts, but reduced as in it's reduced, it's ready to be a free radical scavenger. So this is its active form. So think of the term reduced as an active form of glutathione. When glutathione is used up, it turns into oxidized glutathione, or GSSG. So this is oxidized. And we have to recharge its battery, so to speak. It's recyclable, so we can take glutathione and we can use it up and then we can recharge it. And this recharge, you can see this term here, NADPH. This is actually a form of vitamin B3. So vitamin B3, niacin, plays a very important role in the regeneration of glutathione. As we'll talk about here in a moment, selenium also plays a role in recharging glutathione as well. But look at some of the functions here. If you look at the different functions, one is in right here in this red column. It says ROS neutralization. What is ROS? ROS stands for reactive oxygen species. This is basically, these are free radicals. What I was talking about earlier is glutathione helps to neutralize or offset the damage from free radical production in our body. Number two, over here, you can see AOX recycling. That stands for antioxidant recycling. In the case of glutathione, it very much helps to recycle vitamin C and helps to recycle vitamin E, both very powerful antioxidants. Then we have detoxification, and this detoxification predominantly is the liver, right? So the different enzymes in the liver that help you break down toxins that you're exposed to, pollutants that you're exposed to. If you're on a lot of different kinds of medications, you use glutathione to help slowly break those medications and excrete them out of your body. And so then we have number 4 over here. It also aids in our body's ability to repair proteins. Damaged protein is something that happens on a regular basis in our bodies, and so we need ability or a way to help that repair. So if you look at glutathione as a whole, these are its big 4 major functions that you want to understand and why it's so important.